Hey everybody, Michael Snyder here, California Weather Watch. Today, September 19th, and right now we're looking at the mid-level water vapor loop. Take a look at the upper level low off the coastline. It'll continue to kick off some thunderstorms as we go through the afternoon today and tomorrow. Then we've got the next round of energy dropping down across British Columbia. Is going to set up shop across Northern California and Nevada, cool things down. We'll take a look at those details. We'll also take a look at this tropical system out here. Should become a tropical storm, trying to spread a little bit of moisture back towards Southern California and Arizona, but not much of it makes it there, it looks like. So models look like they've come to some agreement on that. And then we ramp up that Pacific storm track, and that's going to try to target some of Northern California. It might even clip some of Central California. We'll look at those details as we go through the video here today. Here's the visible satellite imagery. You can see that marine there bouncing around the coastline all the way down through the Bay Area here, kind of breaking up quite nicely for some of the Southern California area, Los Angeles Metro, San Diego as well. Some of that moisture making it inland during the overnight and early morning hours here, but no dense fog across the valley areas. You can kind of see the reflection at upper level low here off the coastline. Now looking at strong wind gusts possible as we go through the day Thursday. This is for Thursday. So you can see some of these gusts up towards 50 miles per hour. Ridgecrest here. You can see the I-5 corridor right there. So heads up for that, and we'll look at the map here in a moment. This is this day in SoCal weather history, September 19th, 1989. Look at this extremely deep trough digging out over California. It brought Big Bear Lake 1.5 inches of snow, the town's earliest measurable snowfall on record. Impressive stuff there. Brought a lot of rainfall with it as well. This is the day one categorical outlook. Thunderstorm across the Sierra Nevada, some of northeast Nevada, and we're going to repeat that tomorrow and the following day here as we go through Thursday to Friday morning. But yeah, this is mainly an afternoon feature here across the higher terrain of the Sierra Nevada. Now looking at total precipitation in inches here on the European last night's run, you can see the afternoon thunderstorms popping up across the area there, and then upper level low. It's not a big precipitation maker, but some areas could see some locally nice precipitation amounts, including some snow for the higher elevation. It's kind of a novelty at this time of year, but it's always fun to watch the first snowfall come for the higher terrain. You could even see some snowflake at places like Reno, the airport there and whatnot, in and around the town, especially on the higher peaks, Lake Tahoe, some of the Sierra Nevada as well. We'll look at the snowfall map in a moment. This is 850 millibars, streamlined winds and temperature. This is the anomaly. Check it out as this upper level low sets up shop here over California, Nevada. You're going to feel the temperature change even across some of the desert areas down there. You notice a little bit of drop in some temperatures in the afternoon highs and some of the overnight lows before this thing finally starts to kick out as we go through the weekend. This is a nice visual representation of what's going on at about 10,000 feet. This is 700 millibars on the NAM3CAM high resolution model. Take a look at that bowling ball looking feature there dropping down across Washington, Oregon, impacting California and Nevada. And this model goes out 60 hours. That's when it ends. But you can clearly see that lobe of cold air aloft. This is looking at accumulated max 10-meter wind gusts, so basically at the surface. And again, you can see the higher wind gusts across the higher terrain here, and mainly east. As you can see across some of the desert areas, maybe a bit breezy and gusty here as well. Las Vegas, out towards St. George, some of Arizona, Mogollon Rim here, as this upper level low is going to have a tight gradient with it. So you get some gusts up over 50 miles per hour with this system. Now we're looking at total snow 10-to-1 ratio, European. Let's put this into motion here, and you can see a little bit of that snowfall start to pop up here with this upper level low in and around Lake Tahoe there, maybe Reno, and some places across the higher peaks of Nevada as well, including southern Oregon. So yeah, interesting stuff. First snowfall of the year is always fun to watch. So European on the left, GFS on the right. Take a look at that upper level low. It's been with us, it seems like, for a long time. Finally gets kind of integrated into this deeper trough that sets up over the Intermountain West. And then that storm track starts to get active here across Pacific. And this may take aim here at Northern California, bringing some impressive precipitation amounts to some areas, including the wildfire areas there across Northwest California. So this is something definitely worth watching. We'll go through precipitation values here at the end of the video also. Now, taking a look at the tropical system down here, it is now a tropical depression. It should become a tropical storm, and you can see it try to spread some of its moisture back up into the southwest, but not much of it makes it there. You can see a little bit of bump in relative humidity, maybe some showers across Arizona, but not too big of a deal overall. Just wanted to point that out since we've been watching that for the last few days. Here's the GFS 24-hour precipitation. Put that into motion. You can see the afternoon thunderstorms popping up there. Upper level low drops down over the area as you go through the day Thursday. Some impressive amounts could show up across portions of Nevada as well. That tropical moisture try to get in there, but it just really doesn't make it. Maybe some of the higher terrain of Arizona getting some of that. But watch as we go out towards the end of the weekend here And next week, early next week, you can see some impressive precipitation amounts. Atmospheric river type feature there impacting Northern California, 2 to 3+ inches here, right smack dab on that wildfire area there across Northwest California. That would be extremely beneficial. And then maybe some stuff showing up in the extended run as well. So continuous storms are going to move into the Pacific Northwest as we roll through the end of September here. Now looking at Truckee, Tahoe, again, I've been showing this last few days. Look at some of these temperatures just dropping down, 20+ degree drops incoming. They're going to remain below average here for a bit. As you can see, the average temperature dropping down towards the mid 60s here as you get on towards the early portion of October. And Reno, Nevada, check it out. Look at these big drops, 80 down to 60. You're definitely going to feel that upper level low there across the area. And there's that average temperature this time of year kind of on the decline as you go through early October for Reno. 6 to 10 day temperature outlook. We're not putting too much stock in this just yet. We'll watch this. We'll probably have some storms impacting the Pacific Northwest during this time frame. 6 to 10 day precipitation. You can see it does include Northwest California, bring some of that beneficial rain to those fires up there. And maybe even will hit portions of Central California as well, including the Bay Area. This is Redding Municipal Airport. Check it out as you look off into the early portion of next week. It is showing that signal here for some nice precipitation totals. This is 24-hour totals, and some of these are up over an inch here. So we'll be watching that system closely here over the next couple of days. And even down towards Oakland here. Look at this, Metropolitan Oakland International Airport. You can see maybe a couple tenths of an inch of rain with the Pacific system rolling through there. That would be quite nice. And here, Eureka, look at some of these values up over 2 inches, some of them showing 3 inches of precip here. The mean is right around an inch in a 24-hour period, but that would be very beneficial, especially to some of the higher terrain where those fires are burning. Red Bluff, you can see some precipitation rolling in here. Maybe we'll get lucky and get a half an inch out of this as we go. And this would be, again, early the following week. Here we go, Truckee Tahoe Airport, the first snowflakes of the season, likely across some of the higher terrain in the Sierra Nevada on into Nevada. Reno International Airport, look at this one run even has 9+ inches. You take that with a grain of salt or you just throw it out completely. But you can see maybe just the first legs shouldn't be a big high impact event with the snowfall. This is looking at the upper levels of the atmosphere, cross section. Well, actually, you're looking at the surface down here at the bottom. And then the further you go up, the higher you go into the atmosphere, where 700 millibars is about 10,000 feet. So here's that upper level low, and you can clearly see the temperature drop associated with that system. And this is Ely, Nevada. Check it out. The drop in temperatures incoming here as you go towards the end of the week. This is the National Blend of Models. And if I put this into motion, you can kind of see the drop down here as we go through Thursday. Look at that. You're looking at 20+ degree drop for a lot of these areas here in the Sierra Nevada. Pretty chilly here by the time you get towards Thursday night, and then kind of hanging out there on Friday. Dropped in temperatures again, and you can kind of see the desert area is still pretty warm this time of year, but you're not looking at 110+. If you guys remember those temperatures out there for Phoenix, seemed like they were never ending. So fall is definitely on its way here, and yeah, if we scroll out a little bit further, we're not going to worry too much about that. We can kind of see the temperature trend as we go out into the end of September here. Now this is looking at total probability of a precipitation over 1/10 of an inch here through the 10-day time frame on the European ensemble. So you can see virtually 90 to 100% chance here, a lot of Northwest California. So this is a good signal. Some of the Sierra Nevada included in Nevada, but you can see generally about the cutoff there across Central California through Southern California. Not much precip expected here in the next 10 days. Of course, that'll most likely change here as we move into our El Nino winter, especially as we go past January. More on that here in my video incoming here in the next couple of days. This is for a half an inch or more, and you can see a really good chance again across Northwest California here, extending down to about Abeam, the Bay Area, towards out towards Reno and whatnot, and across the higher terrain. Of course, going to be targeted a little bit better in some of the coastal areas here as well. Kind of an atmospheric river looking feature here, but this is probability of greater than equal to or greater than a half an inch. This is over an inch of rain here, and you can see a really good possibility for more than an inch of rain in the 10-day period for a lot of these areas here. You can see a lot of these are 50+% once you get towards the yellow, and 90 to 100% there for Southern Oregon, extreme Northern California. And this is looking at total precipitation on the European run. So we'll put this into motion. And this goes out, we're at about 144 hours here. And then you can see that sag down across the area. Look at some of these totals up here. Up over 2 inches for the coastline. Some of the higher terrain, maybe up over an inch there as well. Close to 2 inches also. So yeah, nice stuff coming in here. We'll be watching that, and we'll see how much this is going to change. The forecast, it always changes when you look out into the future. And over the next couple of days, it's going to be no different. We'll try to nail down what kind of precipitation values we can expect to be very beneficial to those fires out there. But anyway, yeah, Hope you guys are liking the videos. You guys are leaving a lot of positive comments. It seems really good. You know, it's fun to do these videos. I hope you guys are enjoying them. The El Nino video probably coming out here on Thursday. Just waiting for the information. So you probably got a couple more days to go here. But I'm adding some other information too. I'm trying to focus on places like Los Angeles, Sacramento. I'm going to do Portland, Seattle. We're going to take a look at what kind of impacts generally occur across these areas when we get into El Nino years. And of course, like anything else, like every storm, El Nino is going to be different than it was previously. There's always little intricacies and what's going on, but we'll take a look at the overall circulation of the Pacific Ocean, which affects things across the entire globe. And yeah, we'll take a look at the sea surface temperatures and what's trending and what's not. And yeah, we'll do that here in the next couple of days. But anyway, I hope you guys are liking these videos. I'll do my normal briefing tomorrow. We'll watch to see what that storm track looks like then. And I will talk to you guys later.